Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night, May 16th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind.
Yahoo!
That's right, folks. Another Thursday night to talk about all the cool and awesome things happening in the world of pro wrestling. We're talking matches, segments, OMG moments, title changes, pay-per-view announcements, and more. And I'm here to guide you on this incredible journey. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. I'm also the host and the founder and the executive producer and content manager of this channel of the Ravens Flock. I just got through scarfing dinner, and it was delicious. I had Mexican-style lasagna, but that's beside the point. On behalf of all of us on this channel who are also munching their dinners, we're here, and we are happy that you're here tonight. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in the hours buying all the videos on this channel every single week. A man who's probably stuffing his face right now and can't say anything, so you'll hear a lot of mumbling. Mr. Juan Arouse.
Joke's on you. I know how to speed chew. Thank you for that introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget the mister.
That's right, and just like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you could become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have and I know we have plenty. Go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know you're here to rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. In order to continue making your voice our mission, we want to actually make this channel our livelihood. And with your continuing support, we can and will succeed. You also get access to first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below. And you get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite Motley Crew nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your feedback, and your ideas on how to better shape the future of this channel to suit your taste and needs. AF Vicente Guerrero, Nikki Bella, and Mr. Quake and Jeannie Rick are all up in the chat. Hey up there, folks. We appreciate you here. And
awesome.
He's not going to excuse himself from that burp. And before we continue, thank you so much to Jeannie Rick for that $1.99 super sticker!
Thank you very much, Jeannie Rick. And what is that? Is that a tote bag or what is that?
Nope. That's a little siren that says, spoiler alert!
Ah, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Tell exactly what is it that we do here on Wrestle Rewind.
Here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Now, we're still on the road, heading to AEW's Double or Nothing. It is just about a week and a half away, and AEW is going to be returning back to Las Vegas, Nevada, baby. And of course, Las Vegas will also be home to NXT Battleground, which will be next month on June 9th on Sunday at the UFC Apex Arena.
Exactly, it's going to be fantastic. We're in for some good wrestling times. We're going to have some good graps, even though I hate that word. I will use it this time.
No, it's all good, man.
I hate that term, good graps. Like, come on, guys. Like, geez, it's so cringy.
I know. And TNA is also gearing up for their upcoming pay-per-view event, Against All Odds, which will also be held next month. I believe it's on June 14th. On Friday, June 14th. Man, Friday pay-per-views are weird to call, but anyway. Right. So yeah, lots of fun stuff happening this summer. And like I said, man, it's a lot of wrestling. It's an overload of wrestling, and it requires us to have the right time, the right commitment, the right energy.
Which is why we at the Ravens Flock are once again proud to be sponsored with and partnered up with Glitch Energy. You go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel. You get 20% off your order, especially if you go in to get one of Glitch Energy's patented Smart Energy drink blends. Their Smart Energy keeps you awake and alert, and I'm still just relieved that I have air conditioning again. But more importantly, it keeps you alert for any type of task, whether you're gaming, whether you're studying, whether you're at an office, whether you're doing physical work, whether you're running around outside of the speed of sound, or if you're like us, you just need that extra pep in your step to keep the day going. So the Glitch Energy Smart Energy blend comes with 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, and 0 crash. But Jose, what's the most important part about Glitch Energy?
Listen, the most important part about Glitch Energy is the taste. We want to be able to enjoy the rich, flavorful taste of the Glitch Energy product. And I can tell you, from personal experience, and on behalf of everyone else on this channel, we have tried Glitch Energy, and it tastes great. And we fully endorse it to every person who needs an energy boost and who needs to be revitalized. We here at the Ravens Flock would like to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with us. You may have made a serious mistake.
Yeah, you really did. It's really going to be, it's a nightmare, and it's insane. Mr. Quake is over here saying, well, cover your mouth at least. No! You're going to make me? And
they saw Randy Orton at a UFC fight last night. Nice.
That's cool. It's a slobber knocker. Gallus Boys returned. Oh, Gallus Boys returned. Let's see here. And also Jordan Kirby's in the chat. Hey up, Jordan Kirby. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. And they're saying, who do you think will win King and Queen of the Ring?
You know what? I've been keeping up on the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments, and this is a close call. But my money, here are my favorites of who's going to win the tournament. Real quick, it's going to be the Ring General Gunther.
Oh.
And it's also going to be main event Jey Uso.
Wait. What do you mean?
No. The ones who I want to win the tournament.
Oh, okay. I thought I was like, wait, which one of them is going to be the Queen of the Ring? Because you named two people.
No. I have more than one favorite. Come on, dude. Anyways, now for Queen of the Ring, I am hoping that Lyra Valkyria wins Queen of the Ring.
Nice.
I'm also banking on Io Sky to win as well. Io Sky is also competing. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Those are my picks for King and Queen of the Ring tournaments. But anyways, also Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton's also competing in the Queen of the Ring.
Oh yeah, that's we can't forget about Tiffy time over here.
No, absolutely not. But now let's go ahead and turn our attentions away from the Raw and SmackDown over to the black and gold brand of WWE NXT. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do. Wait.
Let me think.
Here we go.
First. All right. We are putting things in motion. The seeds have been planted, and now everything's going to come to fruition for NXT Battleground. NXT opens up with one of 6 qualifying matches for the 6-women ladder match for the NXT Women's North American Championship as Sol Ruca takes on Izzy Dame.
All right, Izzy Dame and Sol Ruca. Both these ladies qualified in that. What was that called again?
The Women's Combine.
There we go. Yeah, and that was like cool training montage style qualifier, like pre-qualifier setup. Very nice. I dig that. Also, Lisa Boo's in the chat. Hey up, Lisa Boo. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. And yeah, all right. So we're starting off with one of the qualifier matches. And is Sol Ruca a volleyballer or is she like a surfer? What was she?
Sol Ruca is a volleyballer. I'm not sure about I'm not sure about Izzy Dame though. But it's kind of weird seeing Izzy Dame because she used to be the bodyguard of Kiana James, but now that Kiana James is called up to Monday Night Raw, she's kind of on her own now.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what kind of identity she can what do you call it? That she can forge for herself.
Oh yeah, no, it's a battle between size and speed. And Izzy Dame early on tries to ground Sol Ruca in the middle of the ring. Sol Ruca using a series of acrobatic fanciness to evade Izzy Dame, and she even at one point. It was just amazing to watch. I do apologize. I want to say this a forewarning. My reviews is going to be a tad bit sloppy because number one, I've also been suffering from the AC being too freaking warm, so I didn't have the energy.
You mean not working?
Not working.
Being off?
Yeah.
You mean us flame broiling in the middle of the night?
Yes. Also, I've been playing too much WWE 2K24. I just recently downloaded the DLC for CM Punk!
Okay, fantastic. I play games too. That don't freaking skirt my duties. You're supposed to watch the reviews. You're supposed to take the notes. You're supposed to know the matches.
All right,
I can't do your work for you.
Well, when we got back from commercial break, Izzy Dame went to work again onto Sol Ruca, specifically targeting the leg with the knee brace, as Sol Ruca is still recovering from that torn ACL injury, which sucks. I don't wish that on anybody.
Good wood.
But then Sol Ruka was able to hit a comeback. She hits a series of clotheslines, and then she goes for a springboard crossbody, flattening Izzy Dame, and it was awesome. The fans were on their feet. In the final seconds, Izzy Dame, what's her face? Sol Ruka tried to go to the turnbuckle. Izzy Dame grabbed Sol Ruka from the legs. Sol Ruka was able to use that momentum to counter Izzy Dame and hit a surprise soul snatcher to pin and win. Your winner and advancing to Battleground, Sol Ruka.
God damn. All right. Well, congratulations, Sol Ruka. She seems to be able to whip out that soul snatcher finisher of hers anywhere.
Anytime, anywhere. I love it.
It's like a women's RKO from out of nowhere.
I know, right?
It's badass. Vicente Guerrero is saying, I sure as fuck hope Tiffany Stratton does not get fired or did not get fired over whatever she said was quote-unquote racist.
Oh, yeah, Juan, I sent it over to you. Did you?
I saw it. It's dumb. It's not racist. Come on. People are being stupid.
Yeah, people are just being dumb. Don't worry, Vicente. Tiffany Stratton is far too over right now in WWE to get nailed for something this dumb.
Here's hoping. And yeah, Jeannie Rick saying, I heard Florida's been hot. Sorry, guys. Not as hard as we were today.
The UV index is horrible down here.
The humidity makes it worse. There's the UV index. We were basically living in a hot box. The only thing that kept us from actually dying is the fact that we were still able to have the fan motor for air conditioning working. That we could keep that on, but not the air conditioning unit. So good news, we had air circulation. Bad news, the air circulation's hot as balls.
Pretty much. But that being said, congratulations to Sol Ruka. She's punched her ticket for Sin City. And now let's get to the exciting match of the night. Now, originally, it was going to be scheduled, there was a scheduled one-on-one match between Jovan Evans versus Supernova 11 Noam Dar. But Noam Dar was apparently ambushed backstage, and they showed it at the beginning of the program. And we have another whodunit, because Lord knows NXT has done so many of those.
Is this it?
Yeah, well, this is his replacement. So, with Noam Dar shelved for injuries, the other member of Metaphor, Oro Mensah, has stepped up to the plate, and he'll be taking on the newcomer, Jovan Evans.
All right, so Oro Mensah is repping the Metaphor, and he's there with
Jovan Evans.
No, I'm not. Not
Jovan. The lady, Jakara Jackson.
Jakara Jackson. I was trying to say shit. Okay, so let's get to the match.
All right, and Jovan Evans, he is just a firecracker from out of nowhere, dude. He starts by leveling out Oro Mensah with a series of drop kicks, lots of high-flying moves between two guys. Oro Mensah definitely put in the work. It's not just all Jovan. Like, the fans love what both competitors are bringing to the plate. So it was pretty awesome to watch.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, I can dig that. Okay,
Yeah, I know. But, despite Jakara Jackson trying to get involved in this business, because heels. Heels. Yep. And then when we got back from commercial break, Oro Mensah was able to counter the momentum against Jovan Evans, punishing this NXT newcomer, as you can see right here. Devastating kick right to the side of the head.
Also, we got Shamanistic Unicorn Tams in the chat. Hey up, Shamanistic Tam. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate your face. Mr. Quick is saying that he's calling Jovan Evans Swerve 2.0.
Well, the way Jovan moves, it is reminiscent to Swerve's moveset over in AEW and WWE respectively. So yeah, I could see the comparison in terms of ring style. Yes, in terms of everything else, there's a reason why
Jovan's got a way to go. It's a reason why he's in NXT.
Yeah. That being said, Oro Mensah putting in the work. He's just punishing Jovan Evans. Jovan Evans was able to hit a comeback later on during this match, as not only slamming Oro Mensah in the ring, but also diving out of the ring as he goes for a tope suicida, annihilating Oro Mensah at ringside. Nice. And then at one point, Lash Legend was going to interfere and help Oro Mensah with the steel chair, but hark! Who would come to stop her? None other than the NXT champion himself, Trick Willy Wonka, baby!
Willy Wonka, the amazing chocolatier! Willy Wonka, everybody give a cheer!
Hooray!
contain it.
Oh my
so much
God.
generosity. There is nowhere to contain it. To contain it.
To contain. Oh yeah,
Hooray!
a lot of generosity.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's her face? Lash Legends definitely wants to try out his nerdies. And she's a fan of his everlasting gobstoppers.
Oh!
Penis joke.
Oh! She wants to go chasing that golden ticket. Actually, no. She wants to skip the golden ticket and go straight for the chocolate. Oh! And with
Mr.
that,
Quake is asking if we think Michael Cole's a jerk.
not really. I mean, only between 2000 and 2010 and 2011.
Yeah, when he was being a heel.
Which was stupid. Pretty much. So, Lash Legend being distracted provided the opportunity for Jovan Evans to turn the tables on Odo Mensah and hit and execute a beautiful corkscrew body splash to pin and win. Your winner, Jovan Evans, and he stands in the ring celebrating with the NXT champion, Trick Williams.
Nice! Good for him. And yeah, Javon, I guess Trick Williams is trying to do his best to pay it forward, give someone else a rub. Sorry about that. Let folks see that we've got a new kid in town, and they should keep their eyes on him. And another way to advance his storyline against the Metaphor.
Hells yeah. Now, that being said, the only nitpick I have is, once again, the unknown ambush assailant bullshit again. Like, this is the third time in a year that WWE has done this in the NXT brand. They did a whodunit, which was later revealed as Blair Davenport, who took out your booty mama Nikita Lyons. They did a whodunit with that was revealed Carmelo Hayes, who ambushed Trick Williams. And now we have another whodunit, someone who ambushed Noam Dar. What the hell is up with WWE, with NXT?
I'm going to call it right now.
What?
I'm calling it right now. Would you like to know who I think is the person who done it?
Wancho, who is the father? I mean, who did it?
Lash Legend herself.
The fuck?
Think about it. She's all conflicted whether or not she should be loyal to the Metaphor or loyal to her Trick daddy. Trick love the kids.
I guess it just sounds so confusing. It sounds
How is it confusing? She's a confused woman. She likes her chocolate factory. What's so confusing about that?
All right. Fair point. All right. I mean,
it's a theory.
It's a theory. It just sounds about as
a film theory.
You know what? I'll leave it as it is. It was still an exciting match to watch. But now let's get to the exciting segment of the night as we get an in-ring promo segment from Wesley.
Yay! All right, Wesley, what's up?
Wesley had an outstanding showing last week when he returned to the ring and faced off Josh Briggs. He proved that he could still go the distance. He got on the mic and he cut a very awesome babyface promo, and he talked about the struggles of having to be sidelined due to the injury, being close to not wrestling ever again, nearly facing like complete waist down paralysis.
Yeah, that shit was scary.
That shit was very scary, and yeah, no, it was an awesome babyface promo, but he was interrupted not by one guy, not by two guys, but three guys who all have one thing in common. And that is the NXT North American Championship.
Okay, so we got
all the way from the left. We got Josh Briggs standing at the one in the orange shirt is Ivar representing the Viking Raiders, and standing over with the white long sleeve is the NXT North American Champion, the Great Obafemi.
All right, so
Obafemi walked out first, and he said that he respects Wesley, that Wesley has the fighting spirit of a warrior, but he is the king, he is the ruler, he is the mountain you cannot climb, he is the man you cannot defeat, he is the great power. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You mean the Great Obafemi?
I know, I'm getting ahead of myself. Wait, Wancho, you went ahead.
I thought this was him chewing them all out.
No, not yet.
Okay, whatever.
And then Ivar got on the mic, and Ivar shared how Wesley, that he empathizes with Wesley because Ivar was also sidelined with a career-threatening injury, and apparently they both shared the same doctor. So that's awesome.
Cool.
But then Ivar Also mentioned that Wesley was all about earning the opportunities instead of demanding it, so he shouldn't be demanding to face the NXT North American Champion. And then Josh Briggs gets down to the ring, interrupts all three of them, and basically all three of the competitors are vying for the NXT North American Championship. Wesley finally got on the mic and he says, "Hey, Obafemi, you're the ruler, you're the champion. Why don't you make this a fatal four-way?" And then and it looks like we were going to get what we want, but then Obafemi reminds us that, hey, he's a champion. He could do whatever he wants. And he says that the three of these guys should settle it on their own, and whoever wins will get a shot at the NXT North American Championship.
Bitch!
I like this. I like this a lot. Fine, we have some contenders for the North America title. Josh Briggs, Ivar, and Wesley.
Yeah, and we've got one champion who won't stop being a bitch.
But Juancho, he is the ruler. He is the king. He is the mountain. He doesn't need to fight all three of them. I'm gonna stop.
Bitch, he better.
I think we're likely gonna get a fatal four-way at Battleground, but it might be too early for me to call. So we'll see.
God dang. And yeah, no, what's his face? Vicente was saying that you just gave Obafemi 6 nicknames.
I know, right? Oh my god. All right. Now let's get to the match of the night. And this is a tag match, playa.
Holla holla.
The teams of, man, these names. From the team to the left, you have Malik Blade and Idris Inoue, accompanied by Brindley Reese, versus the team of Lucian Price, Bronco Nima, and their valet, Jada Parker, a.k.a. their team name OTM. Which I've already run that joke to the ground, so no need to bring that out of the mud.
I hate you. I saw what you did there. And I hate you for it. That hurts so bad. That hurts, and I hate that I understood you. Alright, tell us about how this match is mad to you.
Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with... Okay, well, actually, there's a few things wrong with the match.
Nothing wrong. Actually, there's a few things wrong with
the tag match was competitive. There was... they didn't do any botches or any foolishness. That's fine. There were a couple of moments in the latter part of the match where Idris Inoue's boot was coming undone, and I don't know if that was intentional to play as a part of a storyline or if the wrestler himself was just having a hard time trying to secure the boot. So wardrobe malfunction in the middle of a fight.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know. There's this feud going on, and the feud that they have is just, well, basically, to put it in simple terms, nobody gives a shit about this feud.
Right? It's so weird.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the feud between a tag team who's lost a lot of matches and a tag team which is just generic. It's a create a wrestler feud. No. That's being mean.
That's a little too mean.
That's a little too mean, but in the grand scheme of things, when you have so many things going on with Trick Williams' storyline, the championship pictures, and everything else that's happening, this is pretty much at the bottom of the card. So, like I said, the match is competitive. The fans did pop, but they weren't popping for the tag team match. They were popping for the valets fighting at ringside. Jada Parker fighting Brindley Reese.
Okay, so the audience was kind of middling, whatever, in the middle of the match. But the moment these two chicks locked up outside, that's when everyone came alive. That's when everybody's freaking 5-hour energy kicked in.
Pretty much.
No fucking wonder. That's why you can stick with glitch energy. It lasts you longer. Okay? And you can actually stay awake and vitalize for a longer period of time.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ. And 5-hour energy does not last 5 hours anymore, trust me.
Oh, no. I have never tried it, and I never want to. I've seen what 5 hours energy does to people. But that being said, yeah, no. So Brindley Reese and Jada Parker got into a fight during the tag match, not once, but twice. And on the second time, they had to bring in referees and officials to break up the ladies at ringside and pretty much eject them from the arena. From
the only interesting part of this match got thrown out of the match.
Pretty much. At the end, because of the aforementioned wardrobe malfunction from Idris Inoue, OTM was able to capitalize to pin and win. Your winners, OTM.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Let's move.
I see what you mean. Just like, come on, man.
Now, the good news is there were no bad segments on this program of NXT. Now, before we get to the main event, we do have an honorable mention, and it is another round. And it is another round in the series of 6 matches for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Ivy Nile representing the Diamond Mine and from Monday Night Raw versus Lash Legend of the Metaphor.
All right, we're sending Ivy Nile. We're sending Ivy to face off the chocolate addict over here.
You know, Wancho, you shouldn't make fun of addicts.
I know addiction's a real problem. People should be supportive of folks who are trying to fight it, and we're not trying to demean anybody, but. As far as addictions go, I know. Trick Daddy yet? Trick all the kids. Wait, that's the rapper. My bad.
Oh my God! Wow, that's.
I'm old. Okay.
Getting back
to
to
the match.
This was an honorable mention because it was a great showing between 2 amazing NXT wrestlers that came up in the same year of 2021 in the same class. Ivy Nile has reminded the NXT fans why they call her the Pitbull of the Diamond Mine. She really took the fight to Lash Legend. Even locking in the Dragon Sleeper hold to try and get a submission win. But because of ringside chicanery from Jakara Jackson, Lash Legend was able to hit a bicycle kick to pin and win. Your winner and advancing to Battleground, Lash Legend.
All right, so thank you, Ivy, for coming out. We appreciate your face.
I still love you, Ivy.
Yeah, but the trouble is that what's her face? The Diamond Mine's kind of pairing up with what's his face? The head of Alpha Academy.
Oh, Chad Gable?
Yeah, Chad Gable.
Yeah, I
he's
know.
being a heel. So does that make her a heel by default?
I don't care. She still kicks ass.
He's trying to replace Kira Tozawa and Otis and
Maxine
Dupree with the Diamond Mine.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's pretty
Real quick in the chat, let's see. Montez Ford. Oh, come on, man. I'm not going to say that, Mr. Quake. NXT alumni. I mixed Sprite with 5-Hour Energy. Yeah, so did I. It didn't work out well. Let's see. The 2 valets went full old school ECW. Catfight says Vicente Guerrero. Then for the tag match crowd, might as well have chanted both teams suck. Fuck you all.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, now we're getting to the main event of NXT, and it is Tony D'Angelo, the Don of NXT of the D'Angelo family, facing off against Charlie Dempsey of the No Quarter Catch Crew for the NXT Heritage Cup Championship.
All right, so this is going to be the first time in a while that Tony D'Angelo, the Don of NXT, is going to be going and putting his name in for consideration for some gold around here, trying to get himself some accolades.
Yeah, that's right. Bring a little gold
here. Boppity-boopy! Beepity-boopy bop! The moment he's called up from NXT is the moment I will retire that gif. Until then, it stays.
That being said, yes, it has been a while. I believe since NXT Stand and Deliver that Tony D'Angelo competed for the NXT Championship but came up short. And now he has a chance to rebound, and he has another shot at Championship Gold against the son of Lord William Regal.
All right, so Charlie Dempsey, head of the a member of the No Quarter Catch Crew, facing off against Tony D'Angelo here. Let's see how this goes.
Yep. Now this is of course contested under Heritage Cup rules. Best 2 out of 3 falls. There's 6 rounds, and each round is 3 minutes long, and there's a 20-second break between each rounds. And the only way to score falls is by pinfall or submission or by disqualification, I think. And let's see here. I'm also trying to think. Oh yeah, if there is ever a knockout during the match, then the match ends and the winner is declared.
All right, cool. So let's.
I remember the rules. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
For you remember the rules.
Yep. And despite, go ahead and show it, Juan. Despite being the Don of NXT and the way he fights, Tony D'Angelo is actually a skilled amateur wrestler, and what's-his-face, and Vic Joseph actually made a point to mention that during the beginning of this Heritage Cup match. Like, while Tony D'Angelo was working around at the ground game on Charlie Dempsey. Yeah, no. Vic Joseph actually mentioned that he used to wrestle amateur style not only in high school but also in college, back over in Illinois. So that's a fun detail to bring up to the folks who are watching at home. Now, and that caught everybody by surprise. But but the person who was most caught by surprise was Charlie Dempsey, because Tony D'Angelo was not only able to out-wrestle him, but he was also able to roll up Charlie Dempsey to score the first fall in the first round.
Shit!
Yeah! Now, in the second round, the story shifted a little bit. Charlie Dempsey began to target the arm of Tony D'Angelo throughout the entire fight. So he was hitting a series of striking blows to the arm, some arm hold submission moves. Go ahead and show it.
Yeah, be good.
Yep, as you can see here, you can see Charlie Dempsey trying to lock in the cross arm breaker onto to weaken the left arm of Tony D'Angelo, and it looked like he was about to score a pin on a score fall on the second round, and he was about to get a submission win, but the timer ran out on the second round, and Tony D'Angelo was able to escape.
God damn!
Yes,
how dare he?
And then we get to the third round of this Heritage Cup rules match. Charlie Dempsey continues the pressure onto Tony D'Angelo, hitting a series of striking blows, including this awesome European uppercut. And he was able to roll up, he was able to hit a bridging German suplex to finally tie it up with Tony D'Angelo. Tony D and Charlie D are now tied with one score each, fiddle-dee-dee.
Was this just you trying to do a fucking rhyme?
Yes, indeed!
Let's continue the show.
And then we get to near the end of the Heritage Cup match. After the fourth round, in which Tony D'Angelo came up short in trying to win, then out comes the rest of the no quarter catch crew to brawl with the D'Angelo family. There's Damon Kemp. There's Miles Bourne brawling with Luca Crucifino and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. But thankfully, the D'Angelo family were able to fight off against the NQCC. And this distraction was enough for Tony D'Angelo to finally hit a series of power moves before hitting his finishing move, the Forget About It, to pin and win. Your winner and new NXT Heritage Cup champion, Tony D'Angelo.
Congratulations to the dog.
Gabagoo, bitch!
NXT. We are here to pay our proper respects to the most respectable and above-board champion in the history of NXT here. And I gotta tell you, he's a bump in the
Oh, man, you know what? I forgot to get a screenshot of this, but in the final seconds of the programming, they went backstage, and Wesley, Ivar, and Josh Briggs, they were all taken out by the returning Scottish faction, Gallus. Just like it's pointed out by Mr. Quick on the chat, the Gallus boys, they're back, and they've made a bold statement.
Oh my god!
Hells yeah. But no, I love this. This is great. Tony D'Angelo is the Heritage Cup champion, and under Heritage Cup rules, any member of the D'Angelo family can defend the title. We could see Channing Lorenzo be in a match. We could see Luca Crucifino or Tony D'Angelo. The possibilities are fucking endless, and I love these rules. These rules for this unique title.
At least doing it this way makes it, at least with the way you defend this championship under these kind of rules, that gives it a specific wrinkles to it. So, yeah.
It gives it like a nice team sports vibe, because any person on a team under Heritage Cup rules is allowed to compete.
So, yeah, again, congratulations to Mr. Tony D'Angelo.
Wow, Juancho, did we just describe a little small taste of sports-based wrestling?
Sports-based wrestling? Wow.
Wait, what?
Sports-based presentation?
Sports-based wrestling? That's not AEW? What?
Jose, let's be honest. They never really gave us a sports-based presentation here.
All right. No. That was low.
That's as good of a segue as anyone.
All right.
If you like the fuse, hit the boom dynamite.
Let's talk about this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, which took place over in the state of Washington. I forgot where in Washington, but it's in Washington, the home state of the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, well, knowing how overloaded these graphic cards are by the AEW's media team, I'm pretty sure we'll find out in here.
All right.
I guess we didn't. Go fucking figure.
Yep.
Seriously?
No, don't worry. There is another one that there's other match cards that I uploaded that do have the ad information.
All right. Well, it was our first match, right?
Yep. First tag match, player.
Holla holla.
Representing the Blackpool Combat Club, we have the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley teaming with the American Dragon Bryan Danielson versus, representing the Don Callis family, the Ring of Honor World Television Champion Kyle Fletcher and Jeff Cobb from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Why should I know who Jeff Cobb is?
He was only on he was only on AEW Dynamite like once, and that was back in early 2020. And he wrestled Jon Moxley in a losing effort.
So 4 years ago, and nobody cared.
Yeah, he was a hired gun from the Inner Circle.
Okay, let's hear this match.
All right, so
last we checked, Swerve Strickland put Kyle Fletcher in his place in a match that apparently made everybody forget about the whole match because it was forgettable, and just made everybody pissed at Jim Cornette over a graphic. But that's not what's important right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you, Juan. So, before the match got underway, Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson were ambushed by Kyle Fletcher and Jeff Cobb as they were making their entrance. Fletcher and Cobb were focusing their efforts on beating down Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley made his entrance first, and they ambushed him 2-on-1. And then Bryan Danielson came in for the save, and then the match got underway. So, Moxley was absorbing a lot of the offense from both Kyle Fletcher and Jeff Cobb. And obviously, the fans of Washington, the fans came to see Bryan Danielson. They came to see the GOAT. And, yeah, I know. Thank you, Juan.
I remember when he was a GOAT.
It's because of the long hair and the beard, isn't it?
It was such a long time ago.
Oh, my God. And Moxley was able to fight off against a 2-on-1 assault. He got the hot tag into Bryan Danielson. And, of course, naturally, the fans popped for for the former D-Bry. Bryan Danielson went to work on both Kyle Fletcher and Jeff Cobb. He's just unleashing a series of moves against these guys. And, of course, you know, it's going to happen. I mean, you don't want your hometown hero to lose. I mean, sometimes. But sometimes. Sometimes. But in the end, Bryan Danielson was able to hit his finishing move onto Kyle Fletcher to pin and win. Your winners, the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yay! And it would have been nice if if Moxley actually got taken down or taken out of commission or whatever, and D-Bry had to either try to face it in a handicap match or either get Claudio or
I know the name. I know the name. This week's Dynamite took place over at the Angel of the Winds Arena in the city of Everett, Washington. Yeah!
Yay, that's what happens when you do live research.
Woo!
AEW Yes Movement, everyone respecting anybody on CM Punk. CM Puke, really, dude?
We have an anti-Punk fan.
That's fine. That just means you're more wrong than other people we know.
Shit, what did Vicente say?
Vicente was saying sports-based wrestling talk was only semi-serious, and that was due to Cody fucking Rhodes being a badass.
Yeah, that's true.
So Teddy Long uses Undertaker as the Dark Magician in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Shadow Realm. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, is he wrong? Is there a lie?
No, there's no lies detected.
No lies detected there.
But now let's move on to the exciting match of the night, and this one was a hell of a banger. It's a one-on-one encounter, folks, and it is an AEW World Championship Eliminator match where the AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland takes on the Machine, Brian Cage.
Last week, if I'm not mistaken, the Mogul Embassy had betrayed Swerve Strickland.
That's right.
Which means Brian Cage was also betraying Swerve Strickland.
Yes, that's right. Last week, the Mogul Embassy turned on Swerve Strickland, and they aligned themselves with Christian Cage, who's
his family patriarchy,
and his patriarchy family. Yeah.
Good
Whoa,
God.
hang on a minute, man. Don't choke.
Yeah.
We just got
that's Brian Cage's job here.
Ah, you asshole.
Oh! Go on.
I can't hate on Brian Cage. He's cool. We just got the AC back.
Yeah?
Please don't choke.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I just don't want you to choke. I just want you to go one day without having
drink. I don't want anything happening to that dress.
I want you to go. I want you to go one day without a medical crisis.
No, I'm already in the middle of a medical crisis, but please go on. Tell us about the match.
All right, this is another classic big versus small. David versus Goliath. Muscles versus kill shots. And it was fucking awesome. Brian Cage used his power moves to overwhelm Swerve Strickland, and Swerve Strickland was able to come back, and he hits a series of high flying moves and a series of kicks from out of nowhere, hitting Brian Cage in different parts of the body. It was so fucking awesome. Brian Cage was at one point trying to go for I believe he calls it he calls the move the Weapon X Facebuster, but Swerve Strickland was able to counter it, but it was only able to get a 2 count out of it. And then in a display of pure strength, Swerve Strickland actually hit a vertical suplex onto Brian Cage in the middle of the ring. Holy fuck. You have to remember, Swerve Strickland, he's a skinny fucker, going up against Brian Cage, who's
a beefy boy.
Who's a beefy boy. You're very beefed up, like holy shit. I wish I had his jacked up muscle body.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah. But Swerve Strickland was able to elevate him off the ground, but was only able to get a 2 count from that move. But that was still rad as hell.
Right?
Yeah, no. And then in the closing moments, Brian Cage was able to turn the match around, and it looks like he was trying to go for the drill claw. Swerve Strickland was able to counter, and then he hits the house call to pin and win. Your winner, Swerve Strickland.
This is they could have just called this a non-title match. This is why I don't like this idea of eliminator match. Okay? Brian Cage, I'm always saying that he deserves his due, and yeah, under any other circumstance, him getting a chance to go up for qualify to become number 1 contender for the AEW World Championship, any other day, I would have no problems with it. But the circumstance of oh, by the way, the champion can just give you a shortcut if he dislikes you enough, or whatever, by giving you a shortcut by using the eliminator match thing. What's the fucking point of the point system of the win-loss record then?
Yeah.
They don't fucking matter!
They don't fucking matter.
They don't fucking matter.
And then after the match, Swerve Strickland was about to grab a chair and about to unload on Brian Cage, but then out comes Christian Cage, the number 1 contender.
Everyone's favorite evil dad.
Yep, everyone's favorite for that, and he's holding a family portrait of Swerve Strickland with his wife and their child, their daughter. Oh my God, this guy went there.
Of course he did.
Yeah, Swerve Strickland got low blowed from behind by Nick Wayne, and then Killswitch got into the ring.
You sure they didn't break his arm?
No.
You sure? Because, I don't know if you noticed, but you said Swerve Strickland's skinny compared to Swerve Strickland, fucking Nick Wayne's anemic. He's fucking anorexic looking.
Oh!
If you're calling Swerve skinny, he's skinnier compared to Brian Cage. He's still a bigger guy. He's still buffy. He's still lean.
Why are you fixated on that?
I'm fixated because that's a weird thing. Now that I'm thinking about Swerve ain't really skinny. He's
He's not skinny. He's just leaner. He's just leaner than Brian Cage. Okay.
All right. See, there we go.
There.
Yeah.
Now, Nick Wayne hit Swerve with a low blow, and then before handing the portrait to Christian Cage, Nick Wayne blasts Swerve in the head with the portrait, with the glass shattering on his head, and that caused Swerve to get busted open.
Oh, no.
Yep. And then Christian Cage grabbed that portrait, as you see right there on the picture, and then he smothers it all over Swerve's bloody face and has the blood all over it. And he said that tonight he took his blood, and at Double or Nothing, he will take the AEW World title. And there's the picture of the 2-on-1 assault.
And he doesn't say anything, by the way, I'm taking your wife and daughter. Nothing, no?
No.
No?
No.
No?
He hasn't threatened to do that. Nor has he brought up any dead fathers.
You sure about that?
I'm sure.
No?
How's everyone's fathers doing?
See, like, okay, yeah, like I can see Nick Wayne fucking
Actually, and this
smacking somebody with a glass picture frame or whatever. But him blowing the guy? Yeah, no, the little boy fucking can't do that shit. Cause
actually, this is a really good like wraparound of like wrestling continuity, because this is Nick Wayne's revenge for when the Mogul Embassy attacked Nick Wayne at his training facility and left him bloodied up last year. So Christian Cage did bring this up after the beatdown and saying like, yeah, you dare attack my son and humiliate him last year, so he got a little payback.
Okay, thank you. You gave us a little bit more logic. I appreciate it. It's a shame it's a tell, not show. Rather, tell and a show, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
they did show
I
the
get
beatdown, yeah.
Yeah, so I get that. But also, yeah.
I know. The idea of the championship eliminator match concept is stupid, especially when you already have a win-loss
Record system or whatever. Like that's how sports based they are.
See, Ring of Honor has something similar. They call it the championship proving ground matches, which makes sense for them because Ring of Honor doesn't go by a win-loss point system.
You see, you can't have both, you idiots. One or the other! God damn it!
It's stupid. What is even the rules?
Nick Wayne versus Dominic Mysterio, battle of two guys clearly who spend tons of time in the gym and are on roids. Ha!
Ah! Come on, dude.
Brian Cage is a machine. Thank you for center for that. Mr. Quake, Brian Cage is a machine, maybe an X-Men character.
Yes!
Reverse Smart Busters. Ha!
Yes, he actually is. He actually likes the X-Men. His favorite character, of course, with no shock, is Wolverine.
Wolverine, yeah. That makes sense. Vicente says, good seeing Brian Cage get more offense, even in jobbing. We get maybe thanks Swerve respecting Cage more than Khan does. Right?
Exactly.
See, CLB, baby. Nice angle. Brian Cage is a machine. Yeah, right? Fucking
he really is.
Like I said, I've got no issues with Brian Cage. I want him to be pushed. But the fucking Eliminator match is the dumbest bullshit way if you're gonna have point-based, like win-loss based fucking...
it makes no sense.
Yeah, no. Like, fucking...
You've already established, you're already committed to a statistic, a point system for the singles competitors.
But this is where the best wrestlers, eh?
Oh, God. Let's move on. Now let's get to the exciting segment of the night. And this segment was supposed to be an inside promo segment between the AEW TNT champion, the Rated R Superstar, Adam Copeland, and the leader of the House of Black, Malachi Black.
All right, so one thing. Is Malachi Black still putting, like, the black eye makeup around his eye or whatever?
Sometimes, yes.
God, like... He's had that black eye for years.
I know,
Does
right?
he keep, like, re-punching himself? Does he keep, like, running into a particular door frame? Does Zelina Vega leave a door of some kind open that he could, he tries to chase her down and he, like, bonks the doorknob right into his face or something?
I wish
their house or something?
Oh, my God.
That the poor guy can't catch a break. After having your eye bruised for so many years, I'm surprised he hasn't had any vision problems. But then again, that's probably why he has a white eyeball there. Good point.
I wish I could answer that question for you, Juan, but it was supposed to be an in-ring talk segment, and by this point, Adam Copeland has already bested Brody King and Buddy Matthews of the House of Black, defending the TNT Championship on both occasions last week. Last week on Dynamite, which we've covered here on Wrestle Rewind, and on AEW Collision on Saturday.
All right, so he beat the two guys within a week, and now what?
All right, and now... Well, actually, no. I want to make a correction there. He defended, he fought Brody King last week on Dynamite, and he defended the TNT title against Buddy Matthews, the week prior. So, Adam Copeland has laid out a challenge for Malachi Black to defend the AEW TNT Championship in a barbed wire steel cage match at Double or Nothing. And we were supposed to get a talking segment, but Adam Copeland got ambushed by the House of Black, and they dragged his body into the ring and laid a 3-on-1 beatdown onto the TNT champion. And then, during the beatdown, Malachi Black stole something very precious to Adam Copeland. Not the championship, but his wedding ring.
He plucked off his wedding ring off of Adam's hand?
Malachi Black plucked off the wedding ring of Adam Copeland. Very much dick. And in a later promo, he accepted the challenge for the barbed wire steel cage match, but Malachi Black added one stipulation. Should Adam Copeland lose the TNT Championship, he must bend the knee for the House of Black.
You mean as in, you mean he's going to have to allow himself to be conscripted into this evil and dark cult of a faction? Kind of like how he had started an evil dark cult of a faction, and he was joined as a part of a dark cult of a faction, and now if he loses, he has to join an evil dark cult of a faction. Am I wrong? Am I?
At least this match is going somewhere. I actually want to see Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black, okay? Excuse me, I'm a fan of Edge. You're never going to sway me otherwise, Juan.
Say, I'm also a fan of Edge. You will never see me not being a fan of Edge. Now, Adam Copeland, on the other hand.
No. Hang on a minute. Let's not say something that we'll regret. Adam Copeland has been putting on some really good matches on TV since over the past since his debut last year in September.
Joseph, he's been able to put on excellent matches. But has he made me care since his feud with Christian Cage? I rest my case.
All right.
In the chat over here, let me see here. Lucha Underground Reunion, Cable Meets Wolverine. Okay, yeah. Vicente, LOL, Malachi Black getting the black eye from a door bump. In other words, Malachi became Goldberg.
Oh!
Warmed up by smashing his own head into a locker.
Oh, God, no. Oh, man. Don't compare him to Goldberg.
Come on. Let's not say things we can't take back. Now, see, that's an insult, Jose. Not what I was over here saying. I'm over here telling you what I'm over here, like, my feeling of the difference between Edge and Adam Copeland in terms of the way they present themselves in their presentation in the respective companies. There's a difference, and I could spell that out. But that was just wrong. That was mean.
All right.
That was very mean of you, Vicente. Shame on you.
All right, now let's get to the match of the night. And it's time to cringe. It is a tag match, player.
Hello, no.
Immediately. No, I'm going to make this short. I'm going to make this short as possible. You don't have to leave.
Like hell I don't.
I'm actually going to need you back in a few minutes. All right, so, yes, it is another Eliminator match for the AEW World Tag Team titles.
God!
As the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Executive Vice Presidents, Matt and Nick Jackson. I'm not going to call...
Matthew
and Nicholas Jackson. I'm not going to call them the Young Bucks because they're sure as hell ain't young anymore. Versus the team of Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels, who is also an executive for AEW. Now, this requires a little bit of continuity. So, yeah, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the EVPs, they've been running roughshod on AEW since they made their return to television back in January. They've been playing this evil authority figure storyline, which on the one hand fans like it, but on the other hand,
no, AEW marks like it.
AEW marks like it, but everyone else, it's not landing well.
I mean, people with brains.
Yeah, people with brains. I actually, believe it or not, folks, Saturday I actually got a chance to watch Collision and Rampage, and the Young Bucks were in a backstage promo segment on Rampage, and they were addressing their opponents at Double or Nothing for Anarchy in the Arena before turning their attention to Christopher Daniels. They were dressing him down on how he's not doing his job. They were picking fun at him, and then Christopher Daniels put his hands on Matthew Jackson and challenged them to a tag match on Dynamite, and that's where we are right now. And I'm gonna make this as short as possible because I don't give a fuck. Of course, Matt and Nick Jackson was used their underhanded tactics and used their super kick spamming moves against Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels got the hot tag in from Matt Sydal eventually, and he was able to unload on both the Young Bucks. Both the EVPs, and then. Christopher Daniels at one point was about to hit his finishing move, the fallen angel wings, which is a tiger driver, but the Bucks were able to stop him in his tracks. They hit the TK driver, aka the Meltzer driver, to pin and win. Your winners, the Young Bucks. The EVPs, I gotta stop. You know what? It's a habit I gotta break out of. I'm sure I'll break out of it in time. And yes, Mr. Quake, that is right. Matt Sydal was Evan Bourne from WWE. He had some great, he was all right in WWE. He was a good high flyer until, well, unfortunately, they released him. You know, too many. Just didn't work for him. But getting back to it, I actually do need you to monitor because there is a screenshot I want you to also transition to, please.
Oh, is that right?
Please. I'm asking you nicely. Because after the match, Matt Jackson, a furious Matt Jackson, got on the mic and it's storyline, but Matt Jackson pretty much fired Christopher Daniels from AEW on TV. On TV firing. And that's where it ends. Again, this storyline is fucking dumb, and the smart fans are not buying into it. Jesus, man. We already shared enough opinions about the Young Bucks over the weeks. So, you're
hot tag.
Oh, we're doing this again?
Yeah, we're fucking doing this.
You know you're not.
You picking that up? Hey folks, Juan Arouse, one of the heads of the Ravens Lock, the tech guru of the team, host of the Black Files, and Jose's tag partner here on Wrestle Rewind. Number one, I have now regained 45% of my sanity thanks to our air conditioning working again. Yeah. You're welcome, America. Number two, okay, I wasn't actually serious about you picking that up. That was my mess. I'll fucking fix it, but I appreciate you giving me the head start.
Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
But number five, and more importantly, really? Christopher Daniels? The fallen angel, a man who's made his mark in professional wrestling for literal decades. Being fit to these two little shits for the sake of their stupid little storyline of how out of control and how horrible and corrupting. Motherfuck you. Fuck you both. Fucking dipshit ass motherfuckers. On any given day, in any sort of real life fucking fight, I would happily and readily put Christopher Daniels in a one-on-one. Fuck one-on-one. Both of those motherfuckers in real life, and he would fuck them up within an inch of their lives. Their mealy-mouthed little piddly-ass piss-ant joke lives. Because this guy's got some fucking class. This guy has got some fucking moves. This guy has got some fucking tenacity behind him. He's got an actual fucking grassroots following behind him. What these doofuses have are a bunch of loud-ass dipshits out of Southern California who spam Twitter about how cool they are and how great they are in Japan. And all of a sudden, that's what made them fucking awesome. You notice how the moment these two fucking losers got removed from anything related to Bullet Club, Bullet Club's actual stock went up. We see a lot of alumni from the Bullet Club running over to WWE and TNA over going to fucking AEW. They picked up Switchblade Jay White on a fluke. Motherfucker would have easily gone to NXT and WWE. Hell, he would have probably gone closer to TNA and joined up with Ace Austin and Chris Bay, joined up with ABC, hooked up with his Bullet Club homies over there. But no. Notice how these two fucking clowns didn't add one fucking iota of credibility,
of memorability, of fucking like notoriety to Bullet Club. It was about Kenny Omega. It was about Gallows and Anderson. All right? It was about Prince Devitt. It was about Cody. It was about AJ Styles. These two fucking peons were just the lucky shits to get onto the right tailcoats at the right time. Pack of dipshit ass fucking Rancho Cucamonga motherfucker. I swear to God, Christopher Daniels has had a storied wrestling career in Ring of Honor, TNA. He almost got to WWE properly. Do you remember he was supposed to be the higher power that the Ministry of Darkness was going to bow to? And Christopher yeah. And then it became, it's me, Austin. It was me all along. Yeah, it was supposed to be Christopher Daniels. It was supposed to be the motherfucking fallen angel. The motherfucker was a fallen angel before he was the fallen angel. And when he showed up in AEW, who were we chanting for? It wasn't for Matt and Nick Jackson. It wasn't for Kenny Omega. What were the 3 letters we were throwing down?
SCU!
SCU! SoCal Uncensored. Motherfuckers. Because these fucking guys know how to actually get people invested in them. Know how to actually draw people in with a story, draw people in with their personalities, and draw people in with their in-ring action. Instead of being little politicking shit gibbons like these two chuckle fucks who perform the most ridiculous finishing move in professional wrestling on the softest ass piece of shit little authority figure you could get your hands on since John Laurinaitis. And even John Laurinaitis could sell better, and he gave the deadest face when he was given was it an attitude adjustment or go to sleep? I don't remember which one was it. It was the AA from John C. No, oh yeah, it was the go to sleep from CM Punk. He gets a freaking go to sleep, and people zoomed in on his face, and Johnny Tonsillitis, little motherfucking flip flopper, who doesn't know whether he's a fucking victim or a fucking defendant against the horrible lady who's trying to slander him. So fuck you, Johnny Ace. Even he knows how to sell, and he didn't sell shit.
Hang on a minute.
These two motherfuckers don't know how to do shit.
There was one thing I forgot to mention.
Oh, there's something else you want to go. Why don't you fucking go sit down and go on a microphone so we can hear you?
How about you stop shouting?
How about you stop shouting on it? No, you won't let it.
Oh my God.
All right.
Something else I forgot to mention is that during the match, Jack Perry was on commentary, and then after the match, Jack Perry celebrated. After Christopher Daniels was fired, Jack Perry poured the Woo energy drink and just poured it onto Tony Schiavone, humiliating him. And yeah, that was it. And Tony Schiavone was just like, what the fuck? Like, son of a bitch. Like, he was just cursing him under his breath.
And
well, that's it.
fucking waste of time is Jack Perry. Waste of time of the fucking Woo energy, motherfucker. Fuck you, you idiot marks. You idiot fucking losers who legitimately staple your scrotums to fucking photographs of Matt and Nick Jackson like they're the second coming of Christ. Anyone who at this point actually buys into what the fucking like stupidity laced hopium that Nick and Matt Jackson have been fucking selling this whole time, you need to, like, I'm sorry, I don't think there's any amount of electroshock therapy or old school needles nose ancient Egyptian lobotomy that'll fucking cure your ass from being this stupid. Fuck you, you fucking idiots. Anyone who actually tries to say that this is cool or who say that this is where the best wrestle, by the way, that's a fucking stupid ass tagline because of how cringy the delivery has been on it. It isn't natural. It isn't something that came in properly. Fucking idiots. You're too fucking far gone. You don't want to admit. You know what this is? Okay. Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Okay, the Adam Sandler movie.
I remember.
Right? He's gotta go through school and all this shit, right?
Yes.
What were the name of the bullies of the school of the O'Doyles, right?
O'Doyle's rule.
O'Doyle's rule! O'Doyle's rule! And how do they fucking finish off? The entire O'Doyle's family falling off a cliff in a car to their bloody and gruesome, well-deserved death while they chant O'Doyle's rule! O'Doyle's rule! O'Doyle's rule! Fuck you, you idiots! You're the fucking idiots, you're the fucking O'Doyles, and you're fucking going off the cliff, and you fucking realize it. Fuck you. I'm done. Tag me back in. There you go. Go get your cushion.
Fuck!
Well, then it should pain you to hear, Juancho, that their Anarchy in the Arena match between the Elite and Team AEW will be main eventing Double or Nothing. So we're going to have to talk about it when we get there. I know. But now let's move on to the segment of the night. And here's the thing. We first, this is supposed to hype up for the AEW Women's World title. Now, first we got a backstage interview segment with Renee Paquette, who is interviewing the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm.
In full color?
In full color, with Mariah May and Luther. Now, Toni Storm has a scheduled match against Harley Cameron of the Outcasts. Now, Harley Cameron assaulted Mariah, went up against Mariah May in a losing effort last week on Dynamite, and Toni Storm was trying to, and Toni Storm got on the mic and she said, like, "You dare to attack my child? You'll have to answer to my bosom." And yeah, and she was, and she sounded really awesome. And then she turned her attention to Serena Deeb. And saying, like, "You know what, Serena? I'm glad you knocked me out, so I don't have to continue hearing your sad story, your sob story." And then she continued her promo, and she ran her down and saying, like, "Get ready for a bumpy ride, because at Double or Nothing, you're gonna end up just like every degenerate in Las Vegas, flat
on your back,
bro, flat on your back with an ass in your face, and wondering where your dignity went."
Yeah, there we go. And yeah, and what's he's like, like chins up, tits out, and watch for the shoe. Come to my bosom, and freaking caressed and coddled.
And once again, Toni Storm owns the fucking segment,
right?
Like effortlessly. She's not even trying. Like she's just being herself.
Like here, in this delivery, in this circumstance, it kind of makes it feels a little better. It feels better. Like I said, when it comes to the timeless Toni Storm, she's hit or miss. There are days when she hits it. There are days when she misses it, and we'll call it out. We'll call out the balls and strikes where it comes in. Let's see how well our babyface, the legendary Serena Deeb, responds.
She responds by spectating Toni Storm's match on Dynamite, smiling with a flag that says Deeb's Dojo, and just smiling that damn smile. She's not winning a Double or Nothing.
That was a foregone conclusion.
This is a nothing burger feud. What the fuck is it with Toni Storm going up against these bland baby faces? And I hate saying that about Serena Deeb. I hate saying that because she is a terrific wrestler, but she lost me. She lost me in her interview segment on Dynamite last week. I talked about it enough. She talked about her mental health struggles, which is fine. But if you dedicate your entire interview segment on just talking nothing but your mental health struggles, you kind of lose it. You kind of lose the fans' attention.
Don't drag too far. Get a little more impassioned with how you're going to whip this other woman's ass. How you're going to take the championship from her. How this is a long time coming out. You're finally getting you're going to take the respect you deserve. Like, you have the respect of your peers and of your fellow wrestlers, but you want the gold to prove it.
It's lacking fire. It's lacking interest. And if it wasn't for Toni Storm putting in the work that she does, whether it's in the ring or on the mic, I would not give two shits about this championship feud.
Oh, man.
But like I said, thank goodness for Toni Storm.
I guess they probably fucking figured Tony's got enough hamtastic character for the both of them. I don't know.
Like, once again, AEW is in another situation where they have a heel, but she's a popular badass heel that the fans like, up against a perennial bland babyface.
Come on, guys.
All right. Now, before we get to the main event of AEW Dynamite, we do have an honorable mention, and it is an in-ring segment, the official contract signing for the AEW TBS Championship at Double or Nothing, and it is featuring the competitors of the defending champion Willow Nightingale against Mercedes Moné, the CEO of AEW.
The CEO hasn't stepped in the ring once.
No,
Let
she is.
that sink in, folks.
This is
she's over here continuing to try to throw out the stupid "we're the best wrestle" tagline, coming from the lady who has not yet had her in-ring debut. That's terribly tone deaf.
For the past 2 months, she's done nothing but showed up, stealing the spotlight from Willow Nightingale and
wiggle her butt and say a bad promo.
Now, this deserves an honorable mention from Willow Nightingale's end because she put over the importance of the TBS Championship because she actually mentioned in the promo that title represents pro wrestling and its 5-decade-long history with the TBS Superstation. And it's not false. It's actually true, Juancho. Pro wrestling has been a staple for the TBS Superstation since all the way back 50 years ago under the leadership of Ted Turner.
I remember.
Yeah. And Willow Nightingale, she did a great job in putting over the importance of the title, and she cut a really awesome babyface promos. The fans love her to death, and she finished, after they both signed the contract, she finished the promo by saying this. Well, the last time they fought, she walked away as a champion. Mercedes Moné didn't walk at all. Mercedes Moné then...
because Mercedes Moné freaking...
got injured.
Yeah, it's called she tripped and fell.
Yep, Mercedes Moné then hit a right...
Sorry, videos don't lie.
Yep. Mercedes Moné then punched Willow Nightingale in the face, and Willow Nightingale, she grabbed Mercedes Moné, and she laid her out with a gut-wrench powerbombing her through the contract signing table.
Yeah!
And the fans fucking loved it.
Hold on. Wait. Time out. Time out.
What happened?
Okay, time out for a second.
Okay.
So, this is the contract signing segment between Mercedes Moné,
Yes.
who is the heel,
Uh-huh.
and Willow Nightingale's a babyface.
Yes.
Okay, so Willow power bombs the heel through the table.
Yes.
After they sign.
Yes.
And after they had back and forth talk.
Yes. And after Mercedes Moné punched her.
And the fans cheered Willow.
Yes.
The fans of AEW.
Yes.
The fans of All Elite Wrestling.
Yes.
Are you sure that's right? Because last I checked, these guys, the freaking psychotic-ass AEW marks, legitimately boo the baby faces and cheer the heels because they think they're cool like that.
Blind squirrels and all that, I guess.
No. See, there's got to be an explanation. Is it because Mercedes Moné was Sasha Banks? Is that why? Is that it?
No, I don't think that's it.
Is that the issue? Are we sure?
I think
we're sure. Is it because she's black?
No,
they're both black. Are you sure this isn't a racial thing?
Oh my God, Juan. Anyway,
we don't have Angel this weekend. Someone has to fill in the unnecessary racial shit.
Oh my God, you're right. But that being said, going back to the early point, by this point, it's been 2 months since Mercedes Moné showed up in AEW. She really hasn't done much of note. I think the fans are starting to realize that, this the luster, the popularity of Mercedes Moné is dwindling down with her, not wrestling. And I think the fans are getting tired of that.
She never had the popularity to begin with, like she popped, but that was for 5 seconds.
Yeah, at her hometown in Boston.
Right.
But that being said, they definitely love Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale is fucking over as a super babyface champion. And yeah, you know what? I want Willow Nightingale to win. I'm sorry. I don't give two shits about Mercedes Moné, but knowing AEW...
They're going to put it on Moné.
They're going to put it on Moné.
I mean, they didn't throw... what's-his-face? Tony Khan didn't throw a ridiculous guaranteed multi-million-dollar contract at Mercedes Moné for her to lose, did they?
That's right, and Mr. Quote got it right. Yes, Becky and Bayley and Charlotte, they've all surpassed Mercedes Moné. They've had their WrestleMania moments.
And, yeah. And yes, you're right. Sasha Banks is greater than Mercedes Moné. Yeah, Mercedes Moné punches Willow in the face, even in a violent situation. I envy Willow for even getting touched by Mercedes.
Actually, Guancho, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you go on to Wikipedia and Google search Wikipedia search WrestleMania 32 in Dallas?
Okay.
I just want to know if Sasha Banks actually got her WrestleMania moment.
Okay, so...
WrestleMania 32. Yep, Wikipedia. Scroll down, and let me see the results of the matches.
Give me a second.
Yeah, you're fine, you're fine.
Okay, so... Come on. Oh, God dang it. No. Wow, this takes forever.
All right, let's see. Let's look for a women's match.
Nope.
Nope.
Charlotte defeated Becky Lynch and Sasha by submission in a triple threat match to crown the inaugural WWE Women's Champion.
Oh my God! No, she's never won. She's never won a singles match at WrestleMania. That is.
You think she's supposed? You think she cares about WrestleMania at this point? She found an idiot who will throw money at her.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. You know what? I don't give a shit. I'm happy for Willow Nightingale. I'm happy of the babyface momentum that she's getting. She's over with me. In fact, non-related is that I actually saw on social media post that apparently Willow Nightingale actually showed up to an elementary school, and the kids actually liked her, and Bailey actually retweeted that and saying that is beautiful. Damn.
That shit makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Willow for the kids.
Yeah, Willow for the kids.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She won a tag match at WrestleMania 38 in Dallas with Naomi in a tag team match.
Yep, and then she left and was subsequently stripped of the women's tag titles, and now she's making money.
Yeah, whatever. Now let's get to the main event of AEW Dynamite, and this match is for the AEW Continental Crown Championship, as one half of the tag team FTR, Dax Harwood, goes one-on-one against the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
All right, so Okada defending the Continental Championship against Dax.
That's right. Both men are on opposite teams for the Anarchy in the Arena match, and Dax Harwood has been wrestling some really good singles matches as of late. Last week on Collision on Saturday, he actually took on the nephew of the wrestling legend Dynamite Kid in the middle of the ring over in Canada. And yeah, I got a chance to watch it. It was fucking awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. Now Harwood had a great match against Kazuchika Okada as well. It was an incredible technical prowess from both competitors. The story, of course, is that Dax Harwood is trying to neutralize the legs of Okada, but it's impossible because Okada is so fucking tall and he has these long legs. It's hard to get a lock in a submission hold. Yeah, no, it's seriously, like, if Okada wasn't wrestling, I'd say, dude, go try out for basketball, man.
He's not that tall.
Yeah, he is. Go look him up.
Okay, Okada's height?
Yeah, go look up Okada's height.
Okay. He is, let's see here.
I bet you he's tall.
6'3".
Fuck!
That's miniature for basketball.
All right, fine, you got me. But he still towers over Dax. And, of course, during this match, Kazuchika Okada also used his size advantage over Dax Harwood, repelling his submission game and using his hard strikes to overwhelm one half of the tag champions. And at ringside, even at one point, Kazuchika Okada sat Dax Harwood on a chair at ringside by the security barricade. He goes in for a running boot right into Dax Harwood, and the fans were like shouting at him, like saying, like, you suck, get out of here. And like Okada, he just brushed that shit off. Like, I like that. He didn't trash talk anybody. He just kept going.
Just went like, bitch please.
Bitch please. Yes, the best.
Like these fucking people, whatever, fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I can see Okada on his own being a smarmy ass fucking heel.
Mm-hmm.
But you see what I fucking mean? Those two fucking...
What the elites drag him down. They're like they drag down the fucking Pacific.
Exactly. There you go.
Now, Dax Harwood is able to hit a comeback. He hits Suplex City onto Kazuchika Okada, and then goes for a flying headbutt, but Okada was able to kick out after two. Dax Harwood was trying to lock in the sharpshooter, but again, the legs are just too long to lock in the sharpshooter, bro. So Kazuchika Okada, using underhanded tactics, was able to hit the Rainmaker onto Dax Harwood to pin and retain. Your winner, and still the AEW Continental Crown Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Okay, fantastic. So the Elite continue winning and beating down people and showing their dominance over their would-be foes. at Double or Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
so,
afterwards, we got to pull apart between two teams. The Elite put a beat down onto Team AEW. Sorry, Team AEW. It's a 4-on-3 disadvantage. And now,
considering what happened with Eddie Kingston again?
Eddie Kingston got sidelined from a real injury that happened during the weekend when he was wrestling for New Japan Pro Wrestling. And he is going to be sidelined for a while. So it's 4-on-3. Who can we bring in that hasn't been in AEW in such a long time? Who's daring enough to actually step up to the plate and go into Double or Nothing? Oh, I get it. Let's go ahead and pluck this guy, another hometown hero from Washington, the former multi-time AEW TNT champion, Darby Allin. That's right, Darby Allin, the same guy that injured his foot following AEW Revolution, and the
With
same
the real glass spot, go cry me a river, idiot.
And the same Darby Allin who got his nose busted after getting hit by a city bus in New York. Yes.
What?
Yeah, you remember that.
I know that. I don't remember everything. That's not the point. I'm trying to like, really? They couldn't find anybody else?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to disrespect Darby Allin. Yeah, great gumption over here. Great.
On the one hand.
What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, no, on the one hand, yay, Darby Allin is back. I actually like the guy. On the other hand, no, Darby Allin is back. What the fuck, guy?
Like, dude, take a chill pill. Your foot has screws in it. Your nose has had a car on it, upping. As a 90s baby, we're sorry. Dude, don't even try me with that. I'm a freaking 80s baby. I'm fucking depressing, dude.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
But no, Juan does bring up a good point. How many wrestlers are on the roster again? Yeah, exactly.
How many hundreds of people are there on with these exclusive contracts to AEW? How many of these people are being paid out the ass just to be kept away from WWE by Tony Khan? How many of these people, and we land on Darby Allin? Yes, Darby Allin is a super babyface for stepping up.
But
what the fuck?
But there's so many other wrestlers in the roster that could have benefited from a main event push. Like, I'm not saying you grab someone from the undercard, but come on, man, you have plenty of wrestlers on the roster. Why not pick one and go with it instead of bringing back Darby Allin? Like, come on, man. Is AEW really that short-handed with main event wrestlers? No, Alan Wannabe Sting meets Jeff Hardy. No. There's one thing I will credit Darby Allin, and Darby Allin is straight edge. He doesn't consume alcohol or do drugs.
So he's already got Jeff Hardy beat there.
There you go.
The only thing he doesn't have is that he does match Jeff Hardy in as well is the fact that he's trying to kill himself, apparently.
Yeah, and yes, Mr. Quake, AEW is desperate.
Okay, who else? You know what? Here, I'm going to fucking do us a favor. I'm going to pull up the roster of all Elite Wrestling. Over 200 and some odd people in the roster. Let's see who could have benefited from this, shall we? Okay, let's see.
All right,
here.
Let's see.
I think I ought to actually fucking pull up the proper fucking split screen on this shit because this is some bullshit stupidity.
Oh,
all right. God. No, we're gonna go the full fucking route, and this is your fault, and I'm bringing this on, and you can't blame me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, your god is right. Okay.
All right. Let's talk about it. Listen. All right. All right. Hangman Adam Page is apparently taking time off.
Okay. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. All right. Okay, so here are the champions. We got Swerve Strickland. He's in a match. They're in the match. They're in a match. Roderick Strong, is he in a match?
Yes, he's defending the title against Will Ospreay.
Okay. They're defending matches. Okay, so men's roster: Aaron Solo, Action Andretti, Adam Cole, baby, who's on injury. Hangman Adam Page, who is
taking time off.
No, he's a worthless sack of shit.
Okay.
Angelico from Spanish Announce Project. Alex Reynolds from Dark Order. Cool Hand Angelo Parker. Let's see here. Anthony Ogogo.
Oh, God.
AR Fox. Arya Davari. Not the Gun. Bandito. Not Big Bill. Because I'm pretty sure Chris Jericho's going to have him do something stupid.
Yeah.
Not Daddy Ass. Bishop Kaun. Brandon Cutler. Brian Cage is going to be involved in something. Brody King, is he going to be in something with House of Black?
Probably, I don't know.
Okay.
Brian Daniels, he's wrestling.
Brian Keith. Not Brian Matthews. Cash Wheeler, no him. Jericho, no.
Fuck him.
No, fuck him. Not Christian Cage. Chuck Taylor. Colt Cabana. Hey, these guys love Colt Cabana.
Yes.
Freaking Danhausen.
They have Claudio Castagnoli.
No, shut up. We have Danhausen. Daniel Garcia. Dante Martin. Darius Martin. Dralistico. Dustin Rhodes. Dutch. Fucking Evil Uno. Griff Garrison. Not Hook, because he's doing something, right? Is he doing anything?
He's feuding with Jericho.
Okay, and not Jack Perry and Jake Hager, Jay Lethal, Jeff Hardy, Jeff Jarrett, John Silver, Johnny TV. Is Moxley doing anything?
Yes, he's part of the Anarchy in the Arena.
Okay.
Actually, no, he's defending his title against Konosuke Takeshita at Double or Nothing.
Okay, see, Josh Woods, Juice Robinson, he's on injury?
He's on injury.
Okay, Katsuyori Shibata, Limitless Keith Lee, not Kill Switch, Kip Sabian, Commander, Takeshita, Kota Ibushi, fucking Kyle Fletcher's not doing anything worthwhile, is he?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Kyle O'Reilly, Lance Archer, Lee Johnson, Lee Moriarty, Luther! Luther's in there!
Oh my god.
Luther's part of the roster! Put him in the ring! Mark Briscoe, the ROH World Champion. Let's have him do something. Smart Mark Sterling, Mark Quinn, Mark Davis, Matt Menard, Matt Seidel, Matt Taven, Max Caster, no, not Max Caster, Mike Nakazawa, Mike Bennett, nope, no, we don't want to push Mike Bennett, why should we do that? Miro, bring him out. Why are they keeping Brody Lee? He passed away, guys.
Yeah, that makes
no
sense.
That's
Come on,
fucked
dude.
up. Let's see here. Nick Comoroto, not Nick Wayne, definitely not Orange Cassidy.
No.
Ortiz, Pac, Paul White. Let's have Paul White lace up his boots. Penta Cero Miedo, let's have him do something. Peter Avalon, Powerhouse Hobbs, Preston Vance, Prince Nana. Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious. Ray Phoenix, absolute Ricky Starks. He's not doing anything. Let's do something with him. Roosh. Sammy Guevara. People fucking love him for some stupid
Actually, he's
reason.
suspended.
Good. Fuck him anyways. Samoa Joe, is he doing anything?
Nope.
Alright, Samoa fucking Joe. Satnam Singh. Scorpio Sky. Serpentico. Sean Dean. Sanjay Dutt. Sting retired. Stokely Hathaway. He seems eager to do evil shit. Let's have him in the match. Butcher and the Blade. We haven't seen them in forever. Fuck them. Let's do that. Toa Linoa. Tony Nese. Trent Beretta. Vincent. Wardlow. Wheeler Yuta. Fucking Wheeler Yuta. Let's have the... See? So many other fucking guys in All Elite Wrestling in the men's roster. Why Darby Allin specifically? With respect. Why?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't fucking hate Darby. I just don't want him to keep trying to kill himself. The idiot needs to calm down for his own good. See, Jose's walking away from the show. This is how depressing it is. God dang it. God damn it. You see what I mean? Fucking what's his case?
There's
Vicente
many.
is saying Jeff Hardy will not die, not because he loves life, but because if I die, I can't get high again. Prince Nana, us waiting. Seriously, Vince.
Vicente Guerrero saying Johnny TV misses the main event scene and AEW should put it back.
Put him back in that. Yeah, seriously. Remember his runs in Impact and Lucha Underground? That was money. Yeah, and his runs at WWE that made him.
Yeah.
Seriously, Jesus Christ. Yeah, oh my God. Kofi Kingston got the WWE Championship sent to Ghana, West Africa, when Prince Nana will be waiting. God damn it. Juancho ran through such a thin roster. Tony Khan needs to sign more guys.
Oh God, no.
No, seriously? Seriously. He's so starved for talent. My fucking hell. Can we?
Let's get out of here.
Yes, okay.
All right, that's this week's edition of Dynamite. Let's go ahead and talk about this week's edition of TNA Impact. Yeah, we like Impact, don't we?
I'm fucking exhausted from the ridiculousness, yes, but I like Impact.
But Wancho, we got more ridiculousness because we opened things up with a knockouts match.
Yay!
Oh
God.
It's Zaya Brookside versus Ash by Elegance. And there's a prize at stake. Whoever wins gets the freaking brass knuckles that has the jewelry.
The bejeweled knucks, really?
The bejeweled knucks. Yep, we're doing that. During the beginning of the match, Ash by Elegance ambushes Xia Brookside from behind to get things going. She uses more underhanded tactics as she assaults Xia Brookside at ringside, and she gets the crowd like booing her a lot, of course, which is not hard. And then Xia Brookside did try to mount a comeback during this match in the middle of the ring, but Ash by Elegance was able to cut Brookside from under the legs, and then hits her finishing move, the rarefied air, to pin and win. Your winner, Ash by Elegance. And then after the match, Ash by Elegance and the personal concierge got on the mic. They gave the jewelry to Xia Brookside, and they mentioned like Xia Brookside should bow to the rightful queen and hand her the jewelry. So Xia Brookside, instead of bowing to Ash by Elegance, she put on the jewelry and clocked Ash by Elegance in the face before leaving.
Let me guess, the concierge guy, he was like, no, my queen, la la la, and he fucking, like, was all over.
That is assault! Someone get the doctors! Ah! Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Toni Storm wasn't that corny.
No, she wasn't. Thank God. Like,
Yeah.
even there, her Luther, like, seriously, throw Luther in the ring instead of Darby Allin.
Oh, God. I mean, it could work. Anyways, but that was the opening match. But now let's get to the exciting match of the night. And this is a clash between two badasses. The TNA veteran Frankie Kazarian going one-on-one against Steve Maclin.
All right, these guys don't know which one of them is the bigger heel or who's the bigger bad guy. Or
No,
the good guy,
I can answer that question easily. Last week on TNA Impact, Steve Maclin turned babyface after beating down the Rascals for pretty much ghosting him for the longest time. And Steve Maclin has solidified his babyface turn and challenged Frankie Kazarian to the match. Of course, before the match got underway, Frankie Kazarian demanded the ring announcer, Jade Chung, to announce that Frankie Kazarian is the king of TNA.
What?
Yeah. Now, the story of this match is that Frankie Kazarian is trying to work over Steve Maclin, trying to lock in the crossface chicken wing submission hold.
Bob Backlund would be proud.
Bob Backlund would be proud indeed, yes. And yeah, no, during this match, Frankie Kazarian was able to reverse Steve Maclin in a lot of his moves. He was able to counter Steve Maclin when he went in for the crosshairs turnbuckle tackle, and he even countered Steve Maclin's suicide dive through the ropes. And Steve Maclin was able to hit it the second time, and he calls this specific suicide dive, he calls it the Scud.
Oh, Scud missile, yes.
Yes. And instead of diving in between the top rope and the middle rope, he dives between the middle rope and the bottom rope, and he lands a suicide dive. That's the Scud, which is cool. Yeah, no, it's really awesome. He calls that the Scud. He calls his flying headbutt the jar headbutt, which is awesome. And yeah, he finally nails the crosshairs onto Frankie Kazarian in the corner, and then he tries to go in, and then he tries to hit his finishing move, the KIA. Frankie Kazarian was able to reverse it, lock in the chicken wing submission hold, and actually no, a little correction there. He locks in the submission hold. Maclin reverses it. He tries to go in for a second crosshair shoulder tackle. I mean, a turnbuckle spear, but then the Rascals show up and interfere. To screw over Steve Maclin, and Frankie Kazarian was able to hit the Dude Buster to pin and win. Your winner, Frankie Kazarian. I call it the Dude Buster because his actual finishing move is called Fade to Black, and that just sounded weird.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty much Lacey Evans' move, the Dude Buster. In AEW, Adam Page calls it the Dead Eye, and here, Frankie calls it the Fade to Black. So I don't know, take your pick.
Okay, you know, Fade to Black works fine.
Yeah, Fade to Black is okay. Yeah, it's all right.
I guess.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, but yeah, Frankie Kazarian was able to win thanks to outside interference from the Rascals. So yes, Steve Maclin is a babyface.
Cool.
Good for him.
Let me take a look over here. Xia versus Ash added bonus. Loser has to go brown hair dye for a month, much like Nick Nemeth did.
Oh no!
Ouch. Not sure who's more badass, Frankie K for loving real heavy metal, or Steve Maclin for marrying Deonna Purrazzo.
Hey, they're both badasses. Oh, and Frankie K for also marrying Tracy Brooks. She's also she's also a 10 in my book.
I guess.
Yeah. Hey, she's an original. She's a knockout original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Now let's get to the exciting segment of the night, and this is a part 2 in the sit-down interview conducted by Tom Phillips as he sits down and talks with Mike Santana.
All right.
Yeah.
Mikey, okay, so we'll continue hearing what he's got to say.
Mike Santana got on the mic, and he actually we got to a little bit of his personal life on how he spent so much time away from his real life daughter, and his real life daughter is like just wondering when if Mike Santana is okay, and the daughter gets worried if Mike Santana ever gets hurt in a wrestling ring, all that stuff, and then we go back, and then Mike Santana goes a little deeper into 5 years ago when he last competed in TNA. It was back in 2019 when he was tagging with Ortiz as part of LAX when they captured championship gold and feuding with the Lucha Bros. This is pre AEW.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah. And then Mike Santana also mentioned about why he returned at Rebellion. Pretty much, he's staking his claim for championship gold, and he made an example out of Steve Macklin as a result. He showed up right after Steve Macklin's match, and he targeted him as his first victim. And Mike Santana is, it was, like I said, it was a really good interview. We got into a little bit of his personal life, and he was able to bring up some history with TNA, which is really nice, and I like that.
Okay.
Mike Santana is gunning for gold, and there's no stopping him. So
let's, I would say, have him start off with X Division Championship. Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, that's true. All right, now let's get to the match of the night. And this one was relatively short for an X Division match, and another match that was at the bottom of the card. And this match features the former member of the Dark Order, Alan Angels, going one-on-one against Leon Slater. Now, like I said, this match was short, even by X Division standards. Alan Angels is now playing up this character where he's now the host of his own little dorky talk show segment. I forgot what it's called, but it's ridiculous as fuck. And Leon Slater, honestly, I really don't know the story behind Leon Slater, except that he's a newcomer in TNA. They had a good match, but like I said, the match was just hindered because, it wasn't given enough time, unlike other X Division matches that they had on TNA. So, the winner was Leon Slater. He beat Alan Angels. Clean.
Cool. Okay. Al?
Yeah.
You left AEW for this.
Hey, shut up.
You put down a little boy.
Oh.
You ripped up your mask in front of a little boy.
I know.
How dare you?
I mean, would you rather he stay with the Dark Order?
I'd rather the Dark Order disband at this point. It's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad. All good things must come to an end, guys. Come on.
Like, folks, please, I'm asking nicely. The fact that we're getting the freaking the Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six thing, something is in some way, shape, or form. Bray Wyatt is gone. But the fact that they had already built in, a succession of the way they were going to do it, that's how they fucking are trying to get away with it. Depending on the execution, that'll determine whether or not if it resonates or not. But if it don't, we'll fucking call it.
Exactly. Now, there are no honorable mentions or bad segments on this week's edition of...
You sure about that? What was this then?
Oh, yeah, you're right. There was a bad segment. I'm sorry. There is a bad segment, and this was before the main event, and we get an impromptu talk segment featuring AJ Francis and Rich Swann. And
who are still sitting up in the box seats, fucking trying to be big ballers and badasses with their entourage with them. Fucking what?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Hang on a minute, folks. I gotta take my candy. Oh, God. I hate this guy.
Num, 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 num. Melatonin candy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on.
Hang on.
No.
Melatonin supplements. Y'all know what I'm about.
It's called trying to get restful sleep. That thing I never do.
Now, AJ Francis got on the mic, and once again, he hyped himself and hyped Rich Swann as part of their tag team called First Class, which is still a stupid name in my opinion. And AJ Francis made it clear that they're both gunning for a tag team championship gold. And yeah, that was pretty much the segment. That was just them hyping themselves up. Like, okay, cool, awesome, great. Nobody cares about you. The only thing you've done of note is when you tried to fly over the top rope.
And still fucked up Royal.
But at least he landed on his feet. I guess.
No.
Yeah, no. All right, let's move on. Now let's get to the main event of TNA Impact. And this one, folks, whoo boy.
This was more loaded than I could care to imagine. That it was bizarre, but some fucking how they kind of made it work.
They did kind of made it work. This main event is titled, show the thumbnail please, a Champions Challenge. Basically the team of all the TNA champions going up the team against the contenders. So on the champions side, you have the TNA Tag Team Champions, the most professional wrestler Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards. You have the TNA X Division Champion Mustafa Ali. You have the TNA Digital Media Champion Laredo Kid. You have the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions Masha Slamovich and Alicia Edwards. You have the TNA Knockouts World Champion Jordan Grace. And you have the TNA World Champion Moose. Going up against the All-Stars of Total Nonstop Action. You have Broken and Matt Hardy. You have Steph DeLander, Danny Luna, Jody Threat, Sammy Callahan, the Death Machine. You have Hollywood hunk Ryan Nemeth, and say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. So yeah. There is a lot of bodies. It's 7-on-7 tag match, and holy crap. Last time I saw something like this loaded was SummerSlam 2010, Team WWE versus the Nexus.
Right? That was so weird. Okay, yeah, we got Eric Young.
And Eric Young was also in that ring in the match too. I'm sorry.
Okay, seriously, why are we pushing Eric Young?
Yeah, no. Oh my God, so many people in the ring.
I love Eric Young. That's just an old Jim Cornette joke.
You're fine. Now, as the match began, all the competitors got into the ring, and normally this kind of wrestling tradition only happens at the end of the match, but early on, me and the Juancho, we got spoiled on some good old-fashioned Pier 6 brawl.
It was beautiful.
Pier 6 brawl. 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 I think this is like the biggest Pier 6 brawl we've seen.
Also, the stupidity of the system. Myers, Edwards, Moose, and what's her face?
Alicia Edwards,
all wearing team jerseys. At least you can tell who's where.
I actually like that. That's actually pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. It's silly, but at the same time, fuck you, assholes.
And Juan said this match was overloaded, so there's a lot to get through in this match. Everyone, the best way I can put it is that everybody got a chance to shine during this match. We got to finally see some wrestling chops from Ryan Nemeth.
Right? Okay, so Nick Nemeth, the most wanted man, apparently his understudy and / brother Ryan Nemeth took his. I'm sorry, I had to.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I mean, it makes more sense if you have Nick Nemeth in there. What the fuck is Ryan gonna do?
I know. Get the Hollywood hunks teaming up. That would be fun. Awesome.
Yeah, sure. They're just the 2024 version of the Hollywood Blondes.
You said it, not me.
Wait, which one of them is Pillman then?
Oh.
Because one of them is Austin, the other one's Pillman, right?
Yeah, you're right. I think the younger one would have to be Pillman.
So Ryan is Pillman, and
Nick Nemeth would have to be Austin.
Nick would have to be Austin.
Oh God.
Okay, you know what? I think that works, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right, but getting to the match, like I said, this was.
Sorry, Vicente was saying I did not know until the interview tonight about Santana having past drug problems. Good for him getting clean and refocused.
Yes, that was another thing that was touched on during the interview.
Real shit.
It was real shit. But anyway, so getting back to the match, like I said, like Juan said, this was overproduced. There was too many bodies in the middle of the ring, too much stuff to call out. But we will call out the stuff that was funny because during the match, there was apparently a miscommunication between the system and Mustafa Ali. The system have their own plans during this championship challenge. Mustafa Ali was having none of it. He grabbed the TNA X Division title. He went over to the commentator's desk and basically said that he is leaving this match. He will not have his name associated with the main event.
Yeah, he dropped out of the race. I mean the match.
Man, if only politicians could do that more often.
Seriously. Just realize when shit's not going their way and quit while they're ahead.
Oh, Juancho. But that's implying that we don't have any stubborn old people in office.
True. Yeah, so that was pretty fucking funny. All right. Also, there was moments in there while, actually right in the beginning of the match when, when the system showed up and they all posed in front of the ring before the match actually began proper, Jordynne Grace shoved Moose aside so she could pose up right in front of the bunch of them.
Yeah. Ha! She posed right in front of the world champion. That should tell you everything you need to know about Jordynne Grace.
Just fuck you. She's the juggernaut, bitch.
And just to prove her point even further, she had a one-on-one interaction with Sami Callihan over by the ring apron, where Jordynne Grace hits a spinning back fist onto Callihan, knocking him at ringside, and then obliterating him with a suicide dive.
Nice.
Yeah, that was really fun.
That was fucking, what do you call it? Also, basically, the way they operated the tag match in order to keep shit a little bit more manageable was that they only had 2 members on each corner at a time, while the remaining 6 members of the team would be on their sides of the ring apron down by the floor. God damn it! Biden versus Trump in a steel cage match.
Oh god, no!
That'd be hilarious.
I don't think I'm ready for that. But
only if Stone Cold Steve Austin is the referee.
Right. Yeah, like I said.
That way he could give them stunners. Yeah. He gave fucking Trump a stunner, he should fucking do it again.
We even got an encounter between broken Matt Hardy and Moose in the middle of the ring, where Matt Hardy hits a hip toss and a side effect onto Moose. He tries to go in for the twist of fate, but that has been thwarted. And at the end of all this, at the end of all the chaos that's happened, everyone hit their cool spots. Joe Hendry is the one who ended it all by hitting the standing ovation onto Brian Myers to pin and win for his team. Your winners, the challengers, won by Joe Hendry. Hells
we believed in Joe Hendry.
And you know what? That was a great way to end the show. Great way to end TNA Impact. Congratulations, Joe Hendry. Congratulations to all the challengers. You did it. You finally had a great one. You ended on a good, sensical note. We don't have to worry about anything else that's popping up at the last minute.
A great way to end the match and great way to end the show, right? The challengers showed why they run the place, and there's no need. Oh shit!
Wait, what is that? What? No. Oh, no.
Oh, hey, Jose, look.
No.
Segment nobody asked for.
Oh,
no. PCO professing his love to Steph DeLander by handing her a black rose.
I have to talk about it. All right, so there was 5 minutes.
Once again, they have a banger of a match and a very, very satisfying payoff. They could have cut to black afterwards. But they had to trip over their feet right at the finish line.
They shoehorned this fucking segment in the last 5 minutes where they show PCO coming out of his bed after being electrocuted alive. He goes into the ring. He digs out a bunch of home appliances that he likely got from Dollar General.
No, Jose. He got that stuff over at Home Depot. Okay.
Fine, Home Depot. And then eventually he pulls out a black rose for Steph DeLander, ending TNA on a very, very, very awkward and weird, unnecessary note. See, last week on TNA Impact, or maybe 2 weeks ago or whatever, PCO interjected in the fight between Matt Cardona, Steph DeLander, Jordynne Grace, and some other guy, and PCO had Steph DeLander in a chokehold, and then Steph was like, putting the moves on PCO and shit and made PCO fall in love.
While he was trying to choke her out?
It hurts my brain talking about it, yeah.
Oh, no. You brought this on yourself, bitch. Okay. Yeah, see, no, this is, you're right. It doesn't even fucking make sense over here. But the fact of the matter is, in the storyline itself, if, what's-his-face, PCO's being the freaking inhuman monster, the fucking renegade, fucking indestructible French-Canadian Frankenstein, and he sets his eyes on Steph DeLander because she's being a bitch heel, and when he actually grabs her by the throat to choke her out, she gets kinky with it? And now she's recoiling that he's professing emotions for her? That's on her now, pal! She brought this on herself! You got Steph DeLander to thank for this train wreck of a finishing the moment for the show, Jose! So this is all her fault! No fucking way!
Okay, listen, guys. Listen,
Oh,
it was
no!
funny. It was funny.
That's horrible, man!
Okay, listen.
Oh!
It was funny when Kane was in a love angle with Tori, Lita, and AJ Lee. And
No, it wasn't.
Okay, 2 out of 3 was.
It wasn't funny.
Okay, fine. Well, with AJ Lee, it was funny because it led to a series of funny segments with Daniel Bryan, okay?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah. That was funny, but oh my god, this was such awful. Like, and they threw it in the last 5 minutes of the program. Come on, man. Jesus, like, me and Juan, we fucking, like, I don't know about Juan. I can't speak for him, but I almost had a fucking aneurysm out of this stupidity.
I wanted to cry.
Ugh.
I had only just started eating my bowl of the Mexican-style lasagna, and I wanted to cry.
Thank God this segment did not turn me off from tonight's dinner.
Seriously.
But fuck this segment, man. Jeez.
Okay, let me see here in the chat.
Ruthless Aggression Era was a crazy... Yes, it
It was a crazy era. Let's see here. Kiss from the grave. Mark's loving it.
Fuck
cringe.
you.
PC, thank you, Mr. Quake. We need juggalos. No, we don't. Let's see. Sleepy Joe versus Sloppy Joe.
I don't know.
Well, you know, Sloppy Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Those are tasty. I don't know.
Lita and Tori was crazy. Yes. I'm a bigger fan of Tori Wilson, but that's just me.
Vicente, PCO in a romance angle with Steph DeLander. This makes no real sense. When even Sammy Callahan looks at you like, what the fuck? You know the angle's fucking weird.
Yeah, if Sammy Callahan is looking at this like, what the fuck am I looking at? You know you're in trouble.
Look at him, like, what's her face? The team of Spitfire even? No, poor Joe Hendry. He won the match, and he's looking on with just absolute befuddlement. Jody Threat's probably thinking like, oh, this is so sweet.
Oh, God, Jody, please wake up. All right.
No, Ryan Nemeth probably has one of the only sane reactions in frame. There's like, okay, they're gonna fade to black. They're gonna fade to black. I don't have to be in here for much longer. They're gonna fade to black. Just show me when it's okay to walk away.
Right. And that's gonna do it for the reviews. Juan, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, so TNA Impact, they had a great main event with the Championship Challenge. It was awesome. They should have ended it on that good, sensical note instead of throwing in the PCO thing. They also had they had a good, solid opening match, even though Ash by Elegance won. It was nice to see that Isaiah Brookside getting the last laugh. I'm always going to pop for her. And I'm happy that we got to see more of Mike Santana. I like what TNA is doing. We're getting to know more about the character. We're getting background on Mike Santana because for the longest time, he's just been known as that one tag team guy from LAX. And now he's got a chance to branch out on his own. As for Steve Macklin as the babyface, you know what? I'm cautiously optimistic. I want to see where this babyface run goes. Hopefully they don't run Steve Macklin stale.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, I'm not going to lie, contrary to me and to Juan's belief, I'm a fan of the Adam Copeland stuff. I can't wait to see the barbed wire steel cage match between him and Malachi Black. That was awesome. Man, stealing the dude's wedding ring, that's just that's just heat magnet right there, man.
How dare you?
I know, that's crazy.
That's rude.
Also, Willow Nightingale needs to win. I'm sorry. The fans react.
It's not going to happen.
I know it's not going
to win because she's got the money contract.
If Mercedes Moné wins, then that's a fault on AEW for on Tony Khan for putting that much money onto Mercedes Moné instead of reading the room.
Are you sure about that? Are you? Because, money.
Oh, God. Now, the main event match between Dax Harwood and Kazuchika Okada was a hell of a banger because Dax Harwood got to show more of his chops, and I love it. And I'm trying to think here, like, Swerve Strickland, his one-on-one match against Brian Cage, that was fun. I'm really not sold on Serena D being a competitor for the women's world title. I'm sorry. She's not ready for that spot. She has not sold me. She's not won me over as a fan as a challenger. I mean, it's running colder than Lex Luger's run. It's before SummerSlam 1993.
Ouch.
Yes. Jesus Christ. That being said, And, of course, we've already said enough about the Young Bucks. Fuck the Young Bucks. I don't really give a shit about their act.
Yeah, no, that's my job to say fuck the Young Bucks. Don't take my job.
All right, I won't take your job. Now, this week's edition of WWE NXT, they're obviously building more to their Battleground pay-per-view, which is fun. Great qualifying matches, Lash Legend and Sol Ruka winning their matches respectively. That was good. Lola Vice also had a good match against an NXT newcomer before being chased out by Natalia and Carmen Petrovic, who will face Lola Vice and Shayna Baszler in a tag match next week. So that's going to be cool to look at. The stuff that they're doing with Trick and Lash Legend, oh my god, it is getting the loudest reactions from the fans.
Because it's fucking funny. Because we know the drama of this is being highlighted by the fact that they're a real life couple and they're playing into that.
I know, it's so good, but I could do without the whole ambush angle with Noam Dar. I am done with these ambush angles. I am done. Can you please stop repeating that formula? Jesus. And of course, Tony D'Angelo winning the Heritage Cup. Fucking yeah, the Don finally got his due. He finally has single gold under his belt. I guess WWE was impressed with his performance at Stand and Deliver against Ilya Dragunov. That yeah, no, you know what? He deserves another shot at a title. Let's do that for him.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it, folks, for this week's reviews. It's been awesome. Juan actually shared a little bit of information with me about the Nielsen about the ratings for this week's edition of Dynamite, and I shared for NXT. Now, it's important to keep in mind, both NXT and Dynamite got slammed hard this week because they were pretty much competing for ratings against the NHL and the NBA playoffs. Because they were both being played on TBS and on the USA and on ESPN.
Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can find the average of what's their faces then, if that's the case here, because there was already enough of a hullabaloo regarding how this was done by the folks at WrestleNomics. So you know what? I'm going to find WrestleNomics' website. I want to see where does NXT fall as compared to Dynamite.
Okay, yeah, sure. No problem.
Okay, latest TV ratings. Let me see here. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, and that was on the 14th. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Okay, congratulations. There's, Dynamite still has more by what? Let me see here. 10,000 people.
Yeah, but that's not much because WWE is still nipping at the heels of AEW Dynamite.
Yeah. So,
and AEW Dynamite's ratings, man, they are not doing very well. This is not a good look for them.
Yeah, and there's going to be more shit that we need to discuss regarding the potential future of AEW and lack thereof. But I think we should save that until Saturday for this week's edition of the Ravens Flock. What do you think?
That's right. We have more information on AEW and their relationship with Warner Media Discovery, and we'll have more to talk about this Saturday. Now, that being said, I do want to share something funny that Mr. Quake said. David Zassoff hates wrestling unless it's CM Punk. That's right. He called him One Bill Phil. Yeah. Can we still call him that?
If the ratings are so bad, good thing I watch even the Rampage and Dynamite reruns after having watched the first showing 2 hours earlier. I forgot Ted Turner retires. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. A long time ago.
Forever ago. Jesus.
All right. Wancho, plug us away.
All right. Don't mind if I...
Actually, before you do that, a quick announcement for this Saturday's edition of Los Amigos Play, since Angel will not be available. We will be doing a special run of Los Amigos Play. We're going to be tackling the solo playthrough of Hades for the Nintendo Switch.
And it's going to be led by our very own K-Storm cosplay. She's coming out from behind the scenes, and she's going to be rocking the Joy-Cons, folks. So be sure to tune in this Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern for this week's edition of Los Amigos Play.
All right. Now, Wancho, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Where's the thing? There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose as he reviews for you the best of the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch live. Hit the subscribe to the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content, become a native vlogger by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona, and this is Wrestling.